Welcome back. I always like to start these videos off by introducing you to the back end of the Showit interface. Starting over here in the very top left-hand corner, I'm just going to work my way around the screen and show you all the different options that you have and kind of where things are. Starting off with site settings in the very top left-hand corner, this is where you can give your site a name. This is something that only you'll see on the back end. You'll have a box here. That is where you connect your custom domain. If you don't already have a domain, you can purchase one through something like Squarespace or Bluehost or GoDaddy. Once you have that, you'll click on the button here and you'll go through the setup process. It's pretty straightforward. Showit will walk you through it. It's a couple questions that you answer, and then you'll be able to connect your site to your domain and publish to the live web. Something to note is that if you have a blog, if you want to migrate posts that you've already created on another account, for example, if you have a live blog on Squarespace and you want the Showit team to move them over to the Showit site for you, you'll want to be on what's called the Showit Advanced tier. And if you're starting a new blog, you don't have to be on the advanced tier if you don't want to. The basic blog is totally fine. You can always upgrade later if you need custom plugins. Going over to third party, this is where you can input your Google Analytics measurement ID. If you haven't used Google Analytics before, it's a free tool that allows you to track users on your site. You can see where your traffic comes from, how long people are staying on your site, what pages they're clicking on, and lots of other cool data. It's free to set up. You'll just go to analytics.google.com, create your account, and then this is where you plug in that measurement ID that they give you in order to connect your site. The final tab on here is social. This is where you can plug in all of your social media links. This will make it really easy later on to just click a button and have it connect to your Instagram or your Pinterest, and you don't have to worry about copying and pasting those long URLs. Next, we have design settings and media library. I'm actually going to go over those in the next videos, so we'll continue down the page for now. I want to talk a little bit about the structure of your site. Over here is the list of all the pages included in your template, as well as your blog pages. And then down below, we have something called site canvases and canvas sets. I'll make it to those in a little bit, but starting off, your site is made up of pages, and each one of these pages, for example, on the home, if I click over to this page tab, I can see that it's made up of different sections. These are called canvases. If I click on here and I zoom out, you can see on the home page, these sections that are highlighted in blue when I hover over, these are all called canvases. Inside of those canvases are where individual elements live. Inside of the hero canvas, we have our images and our text. Going in reverse from smallest to largest, its elements, those live inside canvases, and canvases make up the pages of your site. If it's a little bit overwhelming to view the desktop version and the mobile version side by side like this, if you go down to the bottom kind of left-hand corner, you can toggle these views on and off. The thing that we love about Showit is that you can customize the desktop version and the mobile version independently of each other. This allows for a lot of creative freedom, especially on optimizing the mobile. However, again, it can be a little overwhelming to view them both side by side. If you do choose to turn them on and off, especially if you're only focusing on desktop, make sure you go back and check the mobile version. Most content carries over. For example, if I were to change the text here, it will carry over to the mobile, but the styling may be a little bit different. So it's always good to just double check. And I'll remind you throughout the videos to check the mobile version. Continuing down, you may have seen me zoom in and out using these controls here. You also can do Command plus and minus if you're on a Mac, and I believe if you're on a PC, it's Control plus and minus. In the middle here, this is our mini toolbar. You can add text, different elements, icons, and then photos down here. You may notice that as I click on different elements in the canvases, this panel on the right changes. I call it the smart panel. I don't think that's the official term for it, but it makes sense because whatever I click on, this panel is going to change to show me the options that I have to style that specific element. Something to know about this smart panel on the right is that we have the option to split things between desktop and mobile. I know we just talked about splitting the view over here, but we also can split how the elements are controlled. For example, if I pull them both up side by side where it says hidden gems and unhinged rants, that on the desktop is set to a size of 48 for the text, and for mobile, it's set to a size of 34. Obviously, we have smaller screens on mobile, and so we have to adjust the text to accommodate. If I wanted another element to not be the same on desktop and mobile, for example, maybe I wanted to change the color on the desktop version but not on the mobile, I'll have to do what's called splitting. I'll click over here to these three dots next to the element that I want to split, in this example, color, and click on split desktop and mobile. And now I have these two toggles for mobile and one for desktop, and then I can change the color on either one to whatever I'd like. If I change my mind and I want to merge them again, I can just click on the dots and then merge. This use of splitting and merging is really common throughout the site. It's important for you to take note of. Next, at the very top, we have preview and publish. Now, Showit saves your changes automatically, so there's nothing you need to do to save. You can preview how your site's looking by clicking on the preview tab. This will pull up what it looks like on mobile so far and what it's looking like on desktop. You also can open it up in a new tab here and view it in your browser. In order to make all the changes go live on your site, you're going to click the publish button up at the very top right-hand corner. Showit will say something fun like Shazam or woohoo, and then it'll tell you that your changes have been posted to the web. Feel free to play around in here, adjust all that you'd like without worrying about your changes going live until we hit publish. As you're working on your site, you may want to put up a coming soon page. I can show you how to do that here. You're going to navigate to the top left and click on the site tab, and then you'll find your coming soon page in the page list. So we are going to go down. It is coming soon right here. This is what it looks like. You can style it, add your own information, and then all you do to move the home from the home page to the coming soon is to click on the 3 dots and then click set as homepage. Now, whenever someone visits your site, they're going to see the coming soon page and they won't be able to go directly to the homepage. Make sure that you publish those changes in order for that to save. And then when you're ready to launch your site, you'll just do the reverse, go back to the homepage, click on these 3 dots, and then click on set as homepage and republish.